All right, here's something that I come up against quite often with spreadsheets that I've made for people. They've entered data, they then want to remove some of the data, they want to remove a line or two, and they try to delete the entire line. So let me just have a look. Here I've made a little table so you can see what's happening from 1 through to 10. Let's just say we want to remove the 5s. If you're busy building a spreadsheet and you want to remove the entire row and you know what you're doing, that's fine, not remove the entire row. But if you're using a ready-made spreadsheet, what will happen then is if you come here and you right-click and you say delete, what happens is it deletes and everything shifts up. So now there's no row 5, which means all of a sudden now you have 9 rows of data, possible data, whereas you would have had 10 before. The other problem is, what if there are formulas attached here off the side of the spreadsheet? Or what if there are other sheets that are looking at those formulas those cells in order to create formulas? When you delete that, you're deleting everything that's off the screen as well. And any formula that is on other pages will then be affected by that. Now, depending on what formulas you've used, it may not be a problem, but it could very well become a problem. But even if it isn't a problem, all you're really doing is every time you're deleting, you then effectively losing space in order to fill in your data. So how do you do this? And it's very, very simple. When you've got these sorter filters at the top where you can sort by the column, what you effectively do then is, instead of selecting the entire row by clicking here, just select the data that you want to remove, right-click and use clear contents. Because what clear contents means is it's not actually deleting the row, it's not deleting any formulas attached, it's not deleting any conditional formatting, it's not deleting anything else. All it's doing is clearing those cells in order to remove the data that you've typed into those cells. So if you clear the 5, for example, then what you can do is you can come back here, sort smallest to largest, and there you've got what you intended to have, but you've still got that extra row that you can add more data in, plus all your formulas that are attached to those columns and rows are all still intact. Nothing's been deleted. It's all still working fine, but you've just merely cleared that content. So that's the difference between delete and clear contents. I would say if you're using a spreadsheet that's ready-made, use clear contents. If you're making a spreadsheet and you know what you're doing, then use delete. Hopefully that's helpful.